like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home.
So it's just a fever. I am not sick. I am not afraid. I will not die. I am not sleeping on the floor. I am not dying on the floor. My children love me. I love them more. My son is giving me Tylenol every 4 hours when the fever returns. I don't have a mattress. I gave the man my paycheck. The man is my man. Some say the man is for everybody. He is teaching me a lesson on saving by taking my paychecks. He is flipping my money, or so he says. We are eating sweet potatoes every night for dinner. We have a sweet potato song. The song is high pitched and it's out of tune, and everybody's like, sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes. We jump up and down when we sing it. My children hate sweet potatoes.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home.
So our electric is cut off, and I'm working full time for a Philly homeless shelter and giving the man my rent to save and making plans to move myself and my children into the Philly homeless shelter where I work. There is no money. I am not sick. This is just a fever. It will pass. Give me some Tylenol. I'm not a broken dishwasher. I am not a leaky roof. I am not a lint-filled dryer caught on fire. I am not a dirty carpet. I am not fingerprints on these dirty walls. I am not on the floor in fetal position. I am not calling my sister in South Philly. Just give me a Tylenol. I pop 4. The fever drops.
From home. And this world out here is lonely and cold. This world out here is so lonely and cold. This world out here is so lonely and cold. Oh, I guess I'll go back home.
So Marie, my best friend from Ty Milton, Virginia, stops by to visit. How does Marie know where I live? She brings our friends, high school friends. I don't like that. I don't like them. I don't like people knowing where I live, and I don't like people knowing how I live. Why don't you have furniture? Where are your tables and chairs? Why are you in a robe? Why are you so thin? Why do your children have no toys? What's up with all these sweet potatoes? Marie feels my forehead. You have a fever. Let us take you to the hospital. Who's gonna watch my children, Marie? Who's gonna take them to school, Marie? Why he got y'all living like this, Marie asked. Why you got y'all living like this, she says. I need a blanket, one more blanket, more Tylenol, tuck me in, tuck me in. When y'all getting on the road back to Virginia, Marie, please feed my children before you go. Tylenol me, please. My oldest wakes me up. I am not moaning in my sleep. I am not seeing a dark figure. There is no white tunnel. The dark figure isn't holding my eyelids shut with a staple gun. I will not eat. No sweet potato soup for me. Goodbye, Marie.
Sometimes I'll pray to the Lord up above to show me the way back home.
So the man's friend is an electrician. And the man pays his electrician friend to come jimmy rig my electric back on. Why doesn't the man just pay the electric? Where is the man? He is not gone. He's coming back soon. He's not coming back soon with his other family, maybe. Buying DVDs and trees with my rent, maybe. Raising other women's babies with my electric, maybe. My two babies, they sleep on the floor in my blanket with me. They try to hold my shivering body still, try to keep my warm self warm. My skin is a California wildfire. My insides are fractured Colorado ski slopes. My baby feeds me sips of water. Drown a fever, feed a cold. Feed a cold, drown a flu. Feed a fever, drown a family. Feed a family, I can't feed my family. The electric company comes out about the Jimmy rigged electric and Jimmy rigs it back off. They add a red tag this time. We will be fine. I am fine. We are okay. More Tylenol, please. My baby puts a wet towel on my head. So wet it soaks the blanket. I am now steam. I'm too hot to lay with. I'm too hot to speak to. Too hot for my oldest to check my heart rate. Do you feel it? He feels it. He is like my mother, there with more Tylenol. Maybe you should go to the hospital, Mom, he says. No, it'll pass, I say. I don't call my sister. We aren't friends like we used to be. Who are my friends? I don't call Nia. She's a lion. I don't call Phil. He's an ostrich. I don't call Aaron. He's a muskrat. I don't call B the turtle. I don't call Tasha an ape. What's the point? Who cares? Mom, you were crying in your sleep, my son says. Here's more Tylenol. The Tylenol stops working. The blankets are not working. The wet wags are dry, my dry pillow wet.
Why did I leave the ones that love me? Why did I leave the ones that love me? I guess I pray to the Lord up above to show me the way back home.
Dear God, please don't take me from my children. Don't leave them as motherless children. My son wants to call his auntie, my sister. I am the Peshtigo fire. I am the Move 9. Isn't it funny that they say it's our body, but we control so little of its functioning? No, I'm not peeing myself in my sleep. I'm not peeing myself when I wake up. I don't need help getting to the bathroom. The carpet isn't stained. The blankets are not soiled. My eyes are not floods flowing forward. My ears are not ringing Alexander Graham bells.
A long way back home.
My son calls my mother. Grandma, here she is, he says. Speak to her. My mom is not stuck on an island. She is not 600 miles away. I'm okay, mommy. I'm not 4 years old. I'm not Noah in a flood. I am not a motherless child. Jeannine, my mother is a humble lullaby. She is a sweet supplication. She prays for me in the name of Jesus, her Jesus, the Jesus that she knows. Why in his name? I don't know why. Is Jesus God? Is God God? God, will you watch these children for me if I die? Mom, will you watch my children for me if I die? She binds the devil. She tells God to put his hands of protection around me. The Quran speaks of angels. One is writing down my words. The other is writing down my deeds. She refuses to take medicine. Check. Skips doctor's appointments. Check. Won't call the nurse back. Check. Won't call an ambulance. Check. Won't stop coughing. Check.
The ones that love me. Sometimes I'll pray to the Lord up above, oh, to show me the way back home.
Mommy says I need to call my sister who I don't talk to, my sister who kicked me out on Christmas, my sister who is like my twin, my sister who used to ride me on the back of her bicycle to and from school. When mommy's prayer is over, I roll over in my PP pants to call my sister. I don't know what's said. I don't remember the car. I don't remember checking in. I don't remember my vitals. I am not the Black Friday Bush Flyers. I am not the ICE data center. I wake up on a cot in the hallway of a hospital with the lights blinking. Nurse says I have the flu. My heart, the sly motherfucker that it is, takes off running in sprints when no one is looking and just returns to normal when they come back. My fever is an oscillate climbing Mount Eribo. The second the nurses walk away. Sleep is the cousin of death. Dreams and death are similar. So who gave death such a bad name and dreams such a good one? I am not on a cot. This is not a hallway. This is not the flu. Do you have any conditions? No, I am not lying. I am the Great Chicago Fire. I am the Russian Oyamakan. My blood pressure is a sunrise over Mount Karubru. The nurse is on duty, insists that I must have the flu. He gives me a Tylenol. I don't trust him enough to tell him about the impending storm. It's gonna rain. The eye of the storm is coming. I don't pee this cot. The nurse switches shifts. She checks my vitals between dreams. It must be the flu. I seem fine, she says. I don't have a fever, the sneaky bastard. Miss, can you check my fever now? I assure you, I am not making this up. It climbs Mount Davis when you walk away. Maybe check my record. I'm not lying. I'm still not telling the truth. I have not been taking Tylenol every day for 4 days for 4 hours. I do not have diarrhea. I can see from her eyes that she smells me. I am not a bum. I cannot smell myself. Do you have a history of disease? No. Let me check your vitals. No. Miss Cook, hold still or we will have to. He does not lunge for my neck. He does not choke me with his claws. They are not holding my arms down while he fills me up. This is a simple medical assessment. I fade to the alley between the big streets in my childhood neighborhood. We pop petals of honeysuckle in our mouths. There's a fence here in the alley that we have to jump to run from stray dogs. Rumor is someone died in that house. Out of breath, we'd have cursing competitions. Who can go the longest? Fuck those motherfucking fucked up shitty ass ghosts in that house. You said that wrong. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You're supposed to say, I don't give a fuck about them stank ass, shitty ass, fucked up, dead ass, bitch ass motherfucking ghosts. They can't catch me for shit.
Back home. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way back home.
So the doctor checks my heart. My heart checks him. I don't pump Kool-Aid. Nurses hold my arms and legs to the cot. My teeth click-clack like cartoons. Miss Cook, do you have a history of disease? He shines a light into the back of my oversized left eye. I do not have a history of shit. Take that fucking light out my eye. I don't need your shots or your pills. Miss Cook, the doctor says, you are experiencing a storm. We are flying through turbulence. Unsteady winds are tossing us in between the in-betweens. Get her a change of clothes, the doctor orders. Nurses scramble. Get her a bed. Nurses scramble some more. I fade back to my childhood neighborhood where our house came with 2 furry bunnies. Our neighbor said she needed to take our bunnies for a few days because she thought that one of them got loose and that it bit her cat. Bitch, bunnies don't bite cats. When she gave us the bunny back, his head got fatter and fatter and fatter. His feet got skinnier and skinnier and skinnier until one day our bunny's head just exploded in the cage. I am not a cute cat biting bunny. When I come back, Nurse Ann is at my ankles tugging at my pants toward my feet. I am not wearing underwear. My children are with my sister. They can't go to school after all of this. What will they say? Yes, ask me stupid ass questions about trapezoids as I stress out about my Tylenol-filled mother. She is not in a hospital on a cot fighting nurses. She is not in the eye of a storm. Our electric is not jimmy-rigged and red tagged on.
This world out here is lonely and cold. This world out here is lonely and cold. This world out here is so lonely and cold. I guess I'll go back home.
What keeps us alive? My grandfather died like this, in a hospital hallway alone, uncared for, ill, and overlooked. My father was 3. Rumors in the family say that my grandmother took a high-heeled shoe to my grandfather and punctured a vital organ. Others say my grandfather sauntered into the hospital inebriated. They laid his drunk ass down in the hallway and he never woke up. Did he die in that hallway a battered, murdered husband? Or did he drink himself into the eye of a storm? Could he sing like my father, play guitar? Had he really slaughtered a family of white sharecroppers down south? Am I just his generational curse? They just don't ever stop taking vitals, do they? Blood test pills, heart rate fever, pills, vitals, blood pressure. How many pregnancies have you had? More than I care to admit. When was the first day of your last menstrual period? None of your goddamn business. Can you tell me what medications you're on? Does weed count? Miss Cook, I am the hospital social worker. No, I am not crazy. No, I am not sick in the head. No, I don't feel safe at home. No, I don't have the virus. No, they aren't going to take my kids. The concern here, Miss Cook, is, yes, I do believe that sweet potatoes can heal me. Vitamin A, sweet social worker lady. Vitamin A, ever heard of it?
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
So here's a short letter I scribed on my heart to my children. I brought you here, I will not leave you here. I am not Marvin Gaye's dad. Miss Cook, we want to support you. I try to say I hear you, sweet social worker lady, but I cannot because my body starts to convulse. When in the battle with your body, the slightest mishap can kill you. I stop convulsions with a song. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like I'm a long way from home. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost done. Sometimes I feel like I'm a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost done. I am surrounded like a stick-up, a team of blue uniforms and face masks pulling and poking at me. I'm just fine. They disregard and continue stealing my beat, my blood, and my breath.
A long way back home.
So I am not strapped to the bed. I am not resisting. I am not seething. I wake up beside a bald woman coughing and gasping for air. I wake up beside the bald woman weeping and writhing in pain. I wake up beside the bald woman with tubes attached to her face. I wake up beside the bald woman with skin turned rubber and gray. I say a prayer for the bald woman, just like my mom would have prayed for me. God, let thy will be done. I wake up with a shadow of a man as tall as the ceiling, towering over me, my grandfather for sure. He is black air. He is black ice. He is black water. My hands are not trembling. I am not tucking my fingers under the covers. I am not sick. I am not dying. I tell him I am not dying. I repeat, I am not dying. He says nothing. I am not leaving my kids, I say. He says nothing. From the base of my spine, one more time.
Why did I leave the ones that love me? Why did I leave the ones that love me? I guess I'll pray to the Lord up above to show me